Okay, this video is going to be very short because I'm running low on video time. We're going to see if anything happens to the property that you see this bag right here. This bag right here has two bags that are identical like these. Okay. Now, those two bags, and then this bag will also be put in a black garbage bag like this one. And then what I'm going to do is enter that area right there. A spot to hide them. I forgot to lock up my bike, which is over there. Okay? Let's see, when I'm over here, if anybody fucking comes down up in here and tries to grab my bike while I'm hiding this shit. We're gonna see if anybody assaults me. Including anybody who acts like they're already freaking up in here camping. You wouldn't believe the homeless people they're using in gang stalking. Okay? Point being, today's date is November 6, 2014. And I'm having to move, which is the reason why I'm here, hiding this property, so this area can be treated as an extremely temporary hiking area, camping area. And the only reason, and the reason why I'm saying that, I wouldn't even be staying here one day if I didn't have to hurry up and move everything to here and other spots in the same location. Like, this is an area within the location. Okay, the location is huge. It's huge. It's bigger than the location I'm at right now, pertaining to where I'm staying at. Okay, I got an eviction notice. I got a illegal lodging ticket from UCSD campus police and their filthy whore ass rats hiking 3 miles off their campus. I'm a whistleblower. Okay, concerning UCSD, SDPD, and more. Now, so they came to my hiking area to give me an illegal lodging ticket, and I got to go to court on December 1st. For an arraignment. I'm going to plead not guilty. They know it because I've already made videos about it. I've already made YouTube comments about it, and I've already tweeted about it. And since every seasoned, educated, real target individual knows that all of their communications are monitored, their email accounts are hacked, phones are hacked, everything, because they're victimizing you. So they want to make sure that you don't get to the right help. Because if you do, then you'll be able to expose them to third parties, which means they'll have to back off, and it means that they'll have to pay for the past crimes. So that's one of the reasons why they hack into your email accounts, Gmail accounts, Yahoo accounts, YouTube accounts. They've even hacked into my blog accounts, and have not only posted blogs in my name, but they're also they're going on the internet and taking things from the internet, copying and pasting them from the internet into my blog and into my Gmail accounts. Okay, they've also erased email predictions I've made about things they've done. Okay, so the point being is they already knew that I was dropping property off at this area to treat it as an emergency area in case I ever got evicted from the one that I'm at. Okay, gang stalking, oh my god, it's been caught on multiple audio files. That's how they're letting me know I'm being gang stalked. It's how they're mentally harassing me. That's one of the ways, is by propping people up along my routes and having them repeat gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk crazy, gang stalk weird. Now, to give you an in-your-face example of the evidence of this, go to YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman catches gang stalking in Yucca Valley, or Learning Disabled Woman exposes gang stalking in Yucca Valley. There are 4 videos. Each one of those 4 videos has the same YouTube title, except for at the end of each one has got a 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so just go to YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking in Yucca Valley 1. That's the main one to listen to. Alright, so, and Yucca Valley is 160 miles away from San Diego County, where I actually live. I went to Yucca Valley for 1 week. I was gang stalked in the same exact identical way in Yucca Valley that I'm gang stalked all over UCSD campus. Okay, verbally harassed in the same exact identical way. So they seen I was going looking up lawyers on the internet at UCSD Biomedical Library because I copied and pasted the lawyers' addresses in my email account, which they've already probably erased. Friday, which is tomorrow, I'm gonna make a printout of that date pertaining to copying and pasting lawyers' email addresses into my Gmail account on the 26th of August. To prove that I was looking up lawyers on that day. Now they know I got all this evidence, so they just deduced she's looking up lawyers. Okay, because these motherfuckers literally want you to depend on lawyers that they're connected to. Are these assholes connected to the Legal Aid Society of San Diego? Do you understand? It's harder to bribe, influence, or intimidate a lawyer who's not involved in gang stalking. Okay, because when they approach him to intimidate him or influence him or bribe him, that's a witness. So what they attempt to do is cut the. It's like if you're a football player, and if you're a football team, and you're playing against another team. Okay, well, if you know that other team's playbook, okay, then you know what strategies they're going to use in reference to how they're playing against you. Well, the same thing with gang stalking. They were stupid enough to prop up all this same exact identical verbal harassment towards me and around me, concerning me along all my routes. Now, since they were the ones that propped it up, and then the same connected parties know I got a tape recorder, they obviously know that this evidence is already online, and the evidence that's online right now is huge. Okay, in fact, you can go to Google and type in UCSD and Law Library, are they networking gang stalking? Now, they've already hacked into that blog and have copied and pasted some stuff pertaining to cybernetics and I think MK Ultra, shit like that. But what you want to look for is what I have put in there. Okay, all the YouTube videos of gang stalking, oh my god, gang stalk, crazy, gang stalk, oh my god, and other negative meaning words that are being repetitively said around me. Now, at multiple different locations. Now, they are the ones that propped up this harassment. Since cyber surveillance is a method of gang stalking, they know these videos are online. So they know that I was looking up a lawyer to take that evidence and all the other evidence that I got, hundreds of audio files. What's online is not even 0.01% of what the evidence I got. So think about this. They know I got the evidence. They know that there's evidence online. They see I'm looking up a lawyer. So what they did was create a problem for me to whisk me into court before one of their syndicated judges. So he can imply that I'm mentally ill along with the prosecutor being a prosecutor that works in Jan Goldsmith's office. Guess what I found last night? See, I've been all over the internet exposing that one of the reasons why they create homelessness of gang stalking targets is so the gang stalking target can be exploited. Okay, put in syndicated run group homes, syndicated run institutions, even detention centers that are privately owned, and that way federal funds can be applied for in their name, or their current federal funds can be co-opted, because then they will have syndicated probate control. Okay, so they target people on disability, people that got fixed pensions, shit like that. So the point being, and then the gang stalking continues in these isolated environments. Insurance is exploited. I've already know. So I don't have to explain all this, so you can understand why this is happening. Go to Google and type in learning disabled, and YouTube, and type in learning disabled woman exposes criminal motivations of gang stalking, and then in separate searches, learning disabled woman exposes methods and tactics of gang stalking. Okay, learning disabled woman describes gang stalking. Okay, so YouTube and Google those three descriptions, and you'll understand what this is all about. Now, when you watch those videos, then go back to Google and type in Jan Goldsmith, California Family Protection. There's I discovered it like a month and a half ago, and when I discovered it, I already knew that they were doing this to also illegally take in syndicated probate control of people's children as well. So one day when I was just fooling around on the internet, I typed that in to see what might be going on in that arena. So I found the blog that I went back to and found again last night, which I stumbled across it last night because I was looking up something else last night and stumbled across it as a result of me typing in Jan Goldsmith, San Diego prosecutor address, and the blog came up, and I thought, well, what's this coming up again for? So I clicked on it. Okay, see, because when I found it before, I didn't find it under Jan Goldsmith's name. Okay, so I looked at it, and it's literally got Jan Goldsmith being right now sued for being involved in racketeering schemes when it comes to illegally it appears it's about using child protective services and illegally taking syndicated probate control of people's children. so they can be used as straw people in syndicated run organized crime foster care homes. While I was exposing how this is being done to put targets in group homes. Now, this is what they're doing to adults that are disabled, people that got fixed incomes. So the point being, there's also another individual that's in the San Diego District Attorney's Office. His name is Curtis Webb. He's all over the internet being implicated in gang stalking, human trafficking, and that particular incident has to do with a woman who was raped and then gang raped by her ex-roommate, who was a University of California Davis doctor. Now it's all over the internet that doctors are involved in gang stalking. Okay, and University of California Davis is part of the University of California University Systems along with UCSD. So Curtis Webb works in the DA's office. Okay, he's online in reference to him being connected to gang stalking, RNM, and using child protective services to take her child away from her because she was trying to get child support. The doctor didn't want that to happen, so he initiated gang stalking of her and used Curtis Webb and the child protection services to do it. And it appears she got the child back, but the point being, this is now two separate individuals that are connected to the types of crimes that gang stalking is directly connected to. And Jan Goldsmith's office is the friggin' office that's going to be taking care of the illegal lodging ticket I got from UCSD. Now, the Hall of Justice is a building where it's got a bunch of different government offices in it. Now that is the building where I caught gang stalking, oh my God, being set around me each and every time I went down there. It's the building where I was sexually harassed by 2 San Diego sheriff's officers. And it's the building where the office is located that you got to go to the day you got to appear in court in order to sign in and stuff like that. So gang stalking, oh my God, has been caught at my previous hiking area. It's been caught all over UCSD campus. It's been caught in Yucca Valley, and it's been caught in the Hall of Justice, and it's been caught in the San Diego Police Department headquarters, and in San Diego City Hall, and in the San Diego City Council meeting chambers. And all this evidence is already online. So just go to Google and YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at SDPD HDQ," "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking Human Trafficking, Human Traffickers to San Diego City Council Meeting." You'll hear gang stalking, oh my God, being said around me. Just listen closely. Okay? So how could all these words be said around me in the same exact identical way everywhere I go unless they knew where I was at? Which means I'm being tracked and surveilled in real time in order to prop up all this same exact identical verbal harassment. So, with it being caught and said at all these aforementioned places, definitely at UCSD, and then I also caught an individual that they propped up to hike out 100 feet away from me that harassed me day and night for almost a year and a half. He was caught as well, yelling it, okay, on audio file. So here's the thing. Gang stalking has been directly connected to the hiking area I'm still staying at that I'm moving from. It's been caught at UCSD, Hall of Justice, San Diego Police Department headquarters, City Hall, and at the San Diego City Council meeting. So it's been caught at all these places, and all these places are the places that are involved in the gang stalking of me. And these are the places that are going to be used to probably more an attempt to label me as being mentally ill, claim I got to go see a psychiatrist as a result of this ticket, and I can even get 6 months. And Social Security just told me that if I serve more than 31 days for any misdemeanor, they can suspend my Social Security. And I'm all of a sudden now being reviewed by Social Security, and gang stalking, oh my God, has been caught being said around me each and every time I went in that Social Security office, building. Okay, which is right up the street from the San Diego Law Library, where it's been caught there as well. Okay, so, alright, I gotta go. So, this area right here is the designated area that's called RR Colony 5. It's also attached to, I'm gonna give the 2 letters of 2 words that this property is also connected to. N, okay, and E. Okay, now, these are 2 letters, one dedicated to each word, 2 words that describe the entire location. N and E. Now, is this a reverse? Am I reversing the letters? Am I reversing anything pertaining to those letters being able to describe those 2 words? See, what I do is hide the name of the location about where I'm at. and where I'm moving to and where I'm treating as a temporary hiking spot. And then I predict what will happen to me, right down to a T. And then when it occurs, I then disclose what the code means, and it'll prove that I predicted that it would happen at this area, while creatively hiding the location of the area so the San Diego police can say, well, we already believe Miss Williams is crazy and mentally ill, so we better go get her, and we know where she's at as a result of her stating where she's at. Do you understand? Okay? And also, if I'm hiding the name of the place that I'm at, and then the situation comes about pertaining to the way I describe it, what's the likelihood of that even occurring when the actual name is hidden? Alright, I gotta go. Thank you for listening. This video file applies for the next 6 months at this area. And it also applies to any of my property being stolen. Any of it being stolen. Okay? And including them propping up homeless people to be, like, because I haven't moved yet, so when I go to move, this property is going to already be here. So they're going to be able to gauge how close I am from being completely moved, because they know where my property is hidden at the other location. I've already made videos about that. So they're going to be able to gauge how close I am to moving. I also am on a time schedule frame to move, okay, by December 1st. So what they can easily do is wait until I got most of my shit moved, and then come down up in here and prop somebody up in here to act like they're camping. And as a result of me seeing them, they could actually have my stuff. Would they then use that as a psychological motivator to get me to call the cops? So the cops can come down and say, Leslie, you were just caught over there. Okay? You were just caught over there, Leslie. So now you're here. What are you doing here? And the second I say I'm camping, I get another ticket. Get caught up in court again. They create the homelessness to exploit it. Okay? And then they use the courts to take the syndicated probate control for racketeering, insurance fraud, and human trafficking in a syndicated run, isolated group home. Which means it's a syndicated run group home where you're isolated in it, where the crimes continue, except they get worse. And you can't defend yourself because they got syndicated probate control. They're already claiming that all your behaviors stemming from a delusional disorder. Okay, so go to YouTube and listen for those videos of gang stalk, oh my god, being said around me. Just listen for them. There's no way identical verbal harassment can be said around a person everywhere they go, every single day, if they weren't being gang stalked. And they're stupid enough to even repeat the word of the crime that's happening to me. Alright, I gotta go. Thank you.